My name is Jim Arnold. I've been a member of the church since 1986. And what got me involved in where I am now is between August of '89 and February of '91, my house was burglarized 6 times. And the first 2 times, or 4 times. And the first 2 times, I'm like everybody else, want to hang them high or lock them up and throw away the key. And after the second 2 times, I got to thinking, man, this is stupid. So what happened, I had a friend of mine invited me to go out to the Central Unit to do prison ministry out there, just to sit and talk to a guy all the time. And so in 2000, the chaplain came up to me and asked me if I'd start a Toastmasters club there at the Central Unit, which has since closed down, but that's where I had my very first one. And I've had 4 guys come out of my club out there that are preachers today.
Skills for Life has been incredible for me. I've been doing prison ministry since 2015. So I recall the first time I was asked to do a prison ministry, and my immediate answer was no way. My views on prisoners were very skewed. I never thought about many of the root causes, broken families, abusive childhoods, all kinds of really complicated issues that drive the school-to-prison pipeline. And when I first went inside, as they call it, and met the brothers in white, because they wear white, I couldn't be more shocked with how I was treated. And I realized that the barriers had been broken down, that there was nothing dangerous about being a volunteer in the prisons.
A recidivist is a repeat offender. Man goes to prison, gets out, commits another crime, he goes back to prison, okay? And recidivism in the United States runs about 66%. And as you will see on my statistics, that what happens is every 2 years I would send to Huntsville a list of all the inmates that completed my program. And in 2016, I sent them a little over 1,400 names, and then recidivism was 5.6%. And I will tell you, in the whole time I've done prison ministry, I've only heard 6 swear words. 4 of those guys got up and apologized. I only had 2 guys being disruptive. I asked them to leave. They came back afterwards and apologized. But they absolutely love the program, and that's what I've got going for me now. I've had several guys get out and are now going back in and to work with the inmates.
The opportunity to go in on a weekly basis with Jim and sit in on the Toastmasters meetings and be a volunteer and to develop strong relationships with these men has been incredibly rewarding. And you learn people's stories, and not to just judge a book by its cover based on what somebody's dressed like, what they look like, what their current situation is, and you can see Christ moving through it all.
Yeah, I want to put Toastmasters both in the churches and in the schools because the program builds community. They don't have a program to build community. They have sports, but sports is contentious. I mean, you see football games and baseball games and basketball games, they get in fights. We don't have any of that stuff. We're just building community. That's the focus, and you do that by sitting down and getting to know one another, and that's all they're doing.
The way we live our lives, the things we believe in, our character, personality, dreams, goals, and aspirations are all stimulated, shaped, formed, and fashioned based on what we have seen and what we see. Our understanding is not established by constantly searching for a way out. Oftentimes, the missing pieces to our puzzle can only be found once we see our way through.